We have everyone here. Yes, I'm being told.
Our TikTok live to celebrate the after all, and it was a great moment for me and him because, you know, we're both piano players, we're both writers, we're both singers, and we both love music, and it was great to sing you.
It's great to sing with you. I'm pinching myself still. Not in that way, but pinching myself. I can't believe I got to record here.
No. Yeah. Well, apparently people were a bit resentful about you coming. It might be your last time coming here, but never mind.
I mean, at least I one and done.
Right. Thank you so much for submitting all your questions on TikTok. I am thrilled with the response, and there are some really amazing ones. Shall we get in to answering them?
Yes. Okay, the first question is, I heard you are neighbors in L.A. Tell us some of your favorite L.A. haunts.
Well, I always like to go to Amoeba Records and buy vinyl. I like to go to Book Soup and buy books. I like to go to Gucci and buy clothes. I like to go to Craig's and have dinner. And you like to go to the Abbey.
And amongst all of those other things you said, what are haunts? I didn't understand.
Haunts, favorite places to go to.
Oh, I was like,
Right, yeah.
okay.
What inspired you to write After All? And this is from Light Magenta 04.
Your relationship with David lyrically inspired me to write something very uplifting, and hopefully I have that type of relationship in my future as well. And that piano part that you played, just set the whole song off.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Well, I think that's from Shali's Puth 2002. That might be my sister.
Yeah, it might be a big fan of yours.
Might be a big.
Either one of them, anyway.
Might be a big fan. Well, like I said, Elton has such a way of playing melodies where you kind of like hear the lyrics pop out at you. And when I heard him play na 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 in F major, I just heard nothing compares to you. It's kind of just like falls out of the sky.
You're very quick. He's very quick, and I like that.
The writing and production process, it was very, very easy. In fact, it's never been easier. This was given to me. This piano part was given to me. I added drums to it. I think the whole track was done in about a day. The only thing that I did differently right before I called him to get his vocal done, before he went to the UK, was I just dropped the key a little bit, and then from a suggestion from him, and then like a couple of melodic changes that he had made, just I think took the song over to the next level. It just happened very quickly. That's all I can say.
Amazing. I was astonished how quickly he got it together. I couldn't have knitted a sweater in the time that he actually got this track together. So it was brilliant.
Well, thank you.
Right, another question, and this is from Puth is Angel. Puth is an angel. And hey, this is getting you've got too many fans.
Yeah.
This is your other fan writing in.
Okay.
How different are you guys in songwriting? Well, to answer your question, I usually write lyrics. I've been writing to Bernie Taupin's lyrics for years, and this song is so unusual because I just sat at Charlie's electric piano and played the melody of the song right the way through from beginning to end. I've never done that before, ever in my life. So,
It was crazy to see.
is there a chance to hear you guys again on Charlie's album? And that's from Wanda Avila 24. This is the only track that we've done on your album because Charlie's album is really fabulous because I've heard a sneak preview of it.
Yes.
And there's a song called Light Switch. It's going to be huge.
That song blew up on TikTok. I
Yeah,
gotta finish
baby.
it.
Yeah. So, no, this is our first track together, but there will be many more, hopefully.
Absolutely. Next question.
Yeah.
How do you feel when someone tells you that your music helped them through a difficult time? From Lady McCartney with 2 Y's at the end. Well, first of all, Lady McCartney, it makes me feel very good that my music, our music, can get you through a difficult time, because music has gotten me through difficult times and inspired me to write music that could get other people out of
Me
difficult
too.
times, right?
Some of the worst times I've had, I ended up playing music, really sad music, not happy, and sitting there sobbing. But it's music's for every part of your life. You have a memory from every part of your life, and you have a song from every part of your life. So that's what the great thing about music. How did you and Charlie end up meeting? From I Am Madiha. I was in Craig's restaurant in Los Angeles. I'd just flown from Australia on March the 8th in 2020. I went to Craig's, and the maitre d' there, a friend of ours, said, Charlie Puth here, would you like to meet him? And I said, absolutely, I love Charlie Puth.
My chest is working. You came over. My house was half done. My house is still half done.
It's still half done, by the way. That's 2 years ago. Yeah.
You walked across the half-done driveway. You sat down at the Rhodes. You played these chords, and it turned into my mind lit up, because I get inspired by different sounding things. And the way that you played, it was familiar yet very futuristic Elton sounding, and I wanted to add to that by adding the big sounding drums and the punchiness of the record.
And then, because he does live 4 doors away, my children and my husband David were in LA, and we invited him to come down for pizza. We have a pizza oven in a house in LA. So Charlie became our regular Sunday lunch date, and he got to know my boys and David, and we became really great friends. He's now a member of our family, an adopted member of our family. And it's been absolutely fantastic, because not only do I love him as a musician and an artist and a writer, I now love him as a person.
Oh,
yeah.
I love you.
And
he's,
by the way, he is now he's well known in the business as Half Done Puth.
Half Done Puth.
Yes,
That's
Half
me.
Done Puth.
Half done, half baked.
Yeah. Is now he's well known in the business as Half Done Puth.
Half Done Puth.
Yes,
That's
Half
me.
Done Puth.
Half done, half baked.
Yeah. Ooh, don't take yourself too seriously, probably. You can become. This is a very funny business to be in, and fame is a horrible addiction if you get thrown into it. I've never really been addicted to fame. I love the process of making music, and I love having hit records and hit albums and everything. But I always leave it on the stage or in the studio, and I don't bring it home. So don't take yourself too seriously and get over yourself.
I love that. That's how I carry myself as well. How long did the entire song making process for After All take you? Was it something that came up right away, or did it take a bit longer? From love.carla with a 1. It happened pretty instantly. Elton, like he said before, we're next door neighbors. He walked over, and we were both I think we were both kind of nervous. Like, we didn't know what was going to happen that day. And Elton, the genius that he is, sat down at my Rhodes keyboard, the keyboard you always see on TikTok. He played that. And the first thing he played was what you hear in the beginning of After All, though. It happened instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Elton. How was your experience working with Charlie Puth? From I love Charlie more than pizza.
We're really reaching the TikTok audience right
Pizza
now.
and Charlie seem to go well together.
Yeah.
How was it? Well, you know what? I'm very quick normally. I'm a very quick writer, and I like to do things quickly in the studio. I don't think I've ever worked with anybody this quick, ever, as far as writing and exactly getting what I wanted out of the song. I mean, I just wrote the melody. Within 30 minutes, he had a drum track, a bass track, and the song came together. And he just has one of these brains that just clicks into what I was doing. So it was astonishing to watch, because I am so stupid with electronic instruments. I don't know how to work a computer, and he's got all these digital things and keyboards, and it was like someone building a house. It was incredible. So yeah.
Yeah, that's how
There you go.
I like to think of it, building a house. Layers. Do you still have that duck costume from JC Word 2000?
I do have the duck costume, and I do bring it out several times a year, and quack a lot.
Do you have a duck costume?
I do have a duck costume. Yes, I wore it on stage in Central Park, if you can remember, Donald Duck.
Oh wow!
And so I like quacking to songs like raindrops are falling on my head. I get the duck suit out and I go. "Buck, buck, 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 buck."
That sounds like a rooster.
Yeah, so that's but you have to have the duck suit on to sing it like that because you have to get in the mood. Okay, it's a song based on real life experience from Charlize the Weirdo. Ha ha! Charlize the Weirdo.
That's her
I
theme
can
song.
identify with you. No, it's not based on real life experience. Although you wrote the lyric and said,
I was inspired by, like I said before, your relationship you have with David. David is wonderful. David's right over there. He will not go on camera, but you are part of the inspiration for the lyrics, David. Thank you, David. Thank you, Elton. I'm just very happy to be a part of this song. I think it's a banger. I love it. Now it's my turn.
Yeah.
What's your favorite lyric of After All?
from...
From I Love Charlie P. This is embarrassing.
This is rigged. This whole thing is rigged.
this
You know
is-
that?
this is just
all
a
your
boost-
fans. There's no one. I love Elton. That's all. Love Charlie P. Pizza is better than Charlie's better than pizza. Good Lord, go on, answer that question.
Goodness gracious. I can't remember. What was the question? I don't know. Your favorite lyric. I like, I gave up on love until you made me believe in it after all, which is the chorus, which is the guts of it all.
What decade was the best for music? From Alice Razak. That's a great question, Alice. I think every decade has its moments. I grew up in the late 40s. I grew up in the 50s, which was not rock and roll, except when Elvis came along in 1957. And I would say the late 50s, early 60s, 70s were my favorite periods of music. From musicians were experimenting with themselves, a great jazz musician, people were experimenting with music. Recording devices were getting more sophisticated. There were 4-track machines, 8-track machines, and so people were experimenting with sound. And I think the 60s and 70s was that fundamental thing, and then digital came in, and then things got even louder and more vibrant. So, yeah, but I'd say 60s, 70s. What would you say?
I'd agree with you, and just selfishly the 90s because I was born in the 90s.
Well, that was fun. I
was
loved all the
fun.
questions. Thank you so much for joining us and sending in all your questions. This really has been amazing to hang out with you guys.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you soon, but now we'll sing this After All.
I'm gonna harmonize.
Be safe, okay?
Goodbye.